to Thrilling Thursday, May 20th.
Today is V-Day in the ABC Countdown, and today is our last Thursday, which means it's the last word of the weekday.
On a V-Day, the word of the week today is Vernacular Day. Your vernacular is the way you speak, the words that you use. Miss Harris has been trying to teach us kids new words each week. It is the kids' turn to teach the grown-ups some new vernacular.
We took the hallways to teach the grown-ups around school some new vernacular, some new lingo, and check it out.
All right, Dave and Catherine, you're going to teach Mr. Smith the new word of the week?
Yay!
What does that mean? There's no math today.
Yay!
Smith, you don't have to teach 5th graders today.
Hey!
All right, girls, what's the word you want to teach Miss Reynolds?
Miss Bussin' Bussin'.
When would you use that word?
When your food is delicious.
Can you use it in a sentence?
So, man, this food is bussin' bussin'. Or like, this cafeteria food, these cheesy bites are bussin' bussin'.
My Outback Steakhouse bloomin' onion was bussin' bussin'. Is it good?
Good.
All right, Ashley and Riley, you want to teach Miss Keene a new word?
Yeah.
What's your word?
Bet.
So how would you use that word?
So you would use it like, for ice cream, or like bet or something like that.
Or like a dare.
So bet. So this is like not a Webster's dictionary word. This is slang.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just like. Do you want to be on the news show tomorrow?
Bet.
All right, girls, what's the new word you would like to teach Miss Baker?
Say less.
What does that mean?
It means like, all right, I'll do it like just like say less. I will do it right away. Yeah, like okay.
Oh.
Say less. I'll have it done in 10 minutes.
Riley and Ashley are going to teach you a new word.
Okay.
Cap.
Hap?
Cap.
Cap.
Cap. Cap means like it's a lie or like that's not true.
So
when
I'm
would
understanding the word cap means it's not true. Okay. Say that's cap.
Like that's a lie. Like,
That's a lie. That's cap. Okay. Okay.
I didn't throw food across the lunch, bro.
Hey, the supervisor saw it, so that's cap.
Thanks, grown-ups, for being good sports. We hope you learned some new words to add to your vernacular.
Today for lunch we are having PB&J sandwiches, grilled chicken Caesar salad, macaroni and cheese, and a dinner roll. Vegetable and fruit choices are Caesar side salad, sweet savory fries, cantaloupe chunks, honeydew chunks, pear fruit cups, or juice.
In birthday news today, we have one birthday. Happy birthday to Janelle R. in Mrs. Martin's class. Happy birthday!
Today is the first day of the mini carnival and recess time. Today is the first day of the mini carnival at recess time. It's going to be fun and it's going to be hot.
Make sure you stay principal out there, Patriots, so that we can keep having these fun activities in the future.
And today is the last Thursday of the year and V-Day. Let's check out a cool science video.
This is a bird feeder, and everything you see surrounding me in my yard is an attempt to protect it from thieving squirrels. If they want the birdseed and the lifetime supply of walnuts in this bank vault, they'll first need to pass through my 9-part obstacle course. By design, it's extremely challenging. It's meant to test their mental limits and their physical limits. I held back no punches, but I have to admit in hindsight, I once again completely underestimated my adversary. It all starts right here. Climbing up this pole to this platform is the single gateway to enter the course. Every other pole you see has some kind of countermeasure to keep the squirrel from just climbing up and then entering the course halfway through. And so the first challenge is this casino, which may seem like slot machine and the classic Vegas buffet, but with a warning. Take more than an ounce and you're gonna have to deal with security. Now that I got the squirrels on the run, they'll naturally want to jump to this bar, but there's a twist. like it actually twists, which I think is gonna give them some problems. But if they can figure this out, they'll jump into this crate. And the good news is that it's filled to the brim with their favorite food, which is walnuts. And I know this because I tested a bunch of different options, and they always went with the walnuts first. But the bad news is that once you add a little weight to the system, the helicopter starts moving, just like the helicopter for Mission Impossible. Oh, and we've got a baffle here at the top to stop a squirrel from just crawling along the wire from the fence. The helicopter stops next to this wall, which seems simple enough, except that the bricks randomly move and adjust themselves in and out. And of course, at any time, if they fall off, they gotta go back and start over the whole course from the beginning. After that, we come to their hideout. And this is when they'll switch from defense to offense, because it's where they hang out and plan. You can see it's sort of messy with their tools and their blueprints on the wall that show if they open the floor on the elevator shaft leads them underground and into the sewers. Then if they crawl through the sewers, it will take them right to the control center for a second room that might look familiar. And just like in Mission Impossible, their goal is to go up through the ceiling to access the air vents. But there's no way to make it up there unless they type the password into the keyboard in the control room next door, like this. And at that point, they can climb the ladder and they're in the vents. And the vents are a total maze. There's lots of different twists and turns they'll need to navigate up here. So at any moment, if they're too lost, they can always exit the whole course by using the one-way squirrel emergency exits, which also exists for any enclosed room on the whole course. And for the penultimate challenge, it's back down from the air ducts through this laser maze where they'll have to harness their inner Catherine Zeta-Jones. If they sufficiently touch any of the lasers, the metal base contacts and completes the circuit, which sends a signal from this microcontroller to a relay to a solenoid, which causes this pneumatic piston to fire, which slams this door shut for 1 minute. And because I'm basically certain they'll try and get to this point by climbing from the roof on top of this tube, I've placed a shield here with another enforcement squirrel to try and deter them. And so finally, if they've made it through the laser maze and everything that came before it, they've made it to Fort Nuts. And as far as I'm concerned, if they crack the safe by giving this handle a little turn, they've earned every last walnut in this bank. Now let's see some squirrels. And right out of the gate, we got him with the buffet. And as he sticks his entire face under the sneeze guard, absent-mindedly reading the sign, you can see the exact moment he realizes he might have screwed up. And the slow-mo shows Rick just really laying himself out. Oh, by the way, that's Rick. Eventually they realize security was just too tight at this casino, and Rick goes straight to the twist bar. Excellent. Here's try 2. And with some motivation for the bird, he's like, I got this, I got this, I got this. I don't think I got this. Frustrated acrobat daredevil Rick tries a totally different route. Already the hacker realizes if you're just scared and you run real fast, the bar doesn't have time to spin on you. And you can see Rick just replicating the strategy. Fat Gus is like, wait, is this thing moving? I'm good. Here Rick hypothesizes if he doesn't sit in the crate, it won't move. And here he rejects that hypothesis with a legendary leap. And now fearless leader Fat Gus, who demonstrates the ride is definitely worth it. And soon you've got Frank and the rest of the gang following suit. Which leads us to the wall of 1,000 moving bricks. Skittish Marty gets one taste of a moving brick and absolutely yeets himself into this tree. Actually, like all the other challenges so far, they got it down to a science where they could cruise by the wall fairly quickly. The squirrel hideout, where the heist was really just picking up steam. Now with the vents, it was Frank's time to shine. You can see here, he's just double checking the actual air duct layouts to make sure they match the blueprints he's memorized. And once he's satisfied, he steps up, and as you can see, he nails it first try. You can just sense his confidence here. What is this? Oh, see, I knew this was sus. And here's Frank, who just watched what happened and therefore is appropriately cautious. But he hops right back on the saddle, and this time he nails it. And in the end, it feels appropriate that the mastermind, Fat Gus, was the first one to make it successfully through the laser maze, and then to subsequently make it to Fort Nuts. I mean, how Fat Gus is this? Falling not just for one decoy nut, but for both of them. Which paves the way for Marty the hacker to be the one to crack the safe, and as you can see here, he's pretty stoked about it. And first he just checks it out, like yep, yep, this is just like the schematic showed. And then, the big moment. Once the safe opened, these cargo nets unfurled, which just allowed better access to their loot. But interestingly, more often than not, after getting a walnut, instead of jumping off, they would go all the way back through the course. Here's
Wraps up our new show for today, Patriots. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a thrilling Thursday filled with new vernacular. And remember, we are living the questions.
In person?
And virtually.
Bye.
Bye.